Hey everybody, it's Vasa, and today we're going to be starting our series on how to get roughly 1 mil range without spending any NX. And it's not going to be a quick journey, it's definitely going to take us a little bit of time, just because it's pretty hard to find the mesos and get all the cubes and stuff we're going to need to get, but I'm going to show you guys my favorite ways to do it, and show you that it is possible without NX. Right now, I'm level 106, and I have a guild as well as about 36 mil. And I got all of that just off of Drake's mainly has been the place for me where I made money. I got 1 cubic blade and 1 chaotic cubic blade, as well as a clean slate scroll, and 3 nebulae boxes, and I found a guild there. And it was really helpful that I found a guild so early, and Drake's is definitely a good place to start looking for a guild. You will run across a lot of people who are there trying to give Kana services to their friends, and you'll run across a lot of people who are just, trying to find an elite mob that they can kill to make a little bit of money, which is definitely a great person to find just because, first off, you know that they're willing to put in the effort, and you know they're looking for some of the items that you're going to need that you can get so you could sell to them. And what I did when I found my guild was I surfed through all the channels. So I started in channel 1, went all the way up to channel 6, which is my favorite channel. And once I went through all the channels, I found 1 or 2 guys who were level 150, 160, or higher, and were there with a guild helping a friend out. And then as soon as I spawned the elite boss, I CC'd to their channel, and the first guy was there, so I was like, hey, can you come help me kill this elite boss I spawned? And he's like, yeah, sure, because who's going to pass up on free drops? And after he went in, he killed the elite boss. He was like, hey, thanks for helping me out. I didn't get anything good, because from that one I don't think I got anything. And he was like, yeah, me neither. Actually, I got this accelerator, and it's total garbage. And he was like, yeah, me neither. And I was like, so, by any chance, is your guild recruiting? And he's like, yeah, it is, but we got to get to know you first more. And so I thought I was totally out of the guild. I wasn't going to get in that one. But then we sat down and we chatted for about 5 minutes, and he let me into the guild, and it's definitely been very helpful. He also gave me a bunch of potions, just because, your guild members, they collect them when they do boss runs and stuff, and they're not going to need them, and they definitely have no problem giving them to you. And with these potions, first off, they sell well, and second off, they're great so you don't have to spend your money on potions. It's definitely a plus. And he also gave me a Dragontail Mage Empress robe, as well as a cracked Gollux pendant. And, that was definitely super helpful. Those would be great for me a little bit later on. I'll have to upgrade them when I'm actually going for full max range. And he also offered to get me a full Chaos Root Abyss set once I hit 150. And I don't think I'm going to be taking him up on that offer, just because if I just kind of fell into it by being nice to people, it's not really a method that everybody can replicate. So I don't think I'm going to worry about that one too much. But I also, once I hit level 90, I asked my guildies if anybody would run me through Chaos Zachem, and they did, and they gave me all of these boss items that I would have eventually got on my own, just while I was using the boss set for a while. But it's definitely super helpful to get them from other people, very nice people. They got me these, as well as a Chaos Z-Helm, which I got from doing CZAC, and an Aquatic Letter I that I got from doing CZAC. Then I bought my tome from the guy who sells them in Lefray, and I picked this up just here at R&J. And then some guy was just dropping a big pile of stuff right over here, and so I picked it all up, went through it for any mage items. And so now once I hit right around 140, I'll have quite a bit of gear. I'll have a shoulder decoration, a badge, some earrings, a pendant, a cape, a weapon, and a robe, just to help me out along the way. So it's going to be pretty nice once I get there, and it'll last me a decent little bit. But the most important thing to do while you're low level is grind out to 140 or so, which is right where you can start doing most of the bosses. And then once you hit that point, your next big thing is to find a guild, and I'll probably make a new video of me on a separate account just trying to find a guild, because I really think that guilds are going to be your #1 biggest resource on your road to 1 mil. It's definitely going to be really hard to get to 1 mil, but having a guild is going to make it easier, and it'll let you access bosses that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to access, just because some of the bosses are going to be too hard to kill by yourself, or, you know, something along those lines. And that's not very helpful. And that's a little bit better than it was. And yeah, anyways, so hopefully we can get somewhere, and get somewhere quick. So today I'm just going to mainly focus on getting into a RNG PQ, because this server is pretty dead. It's Bellanova. It's not that dead, it's just there's not that many people here. But one thing I found on lower pop servers is if you actually start making the party, then you're much more likely to get people to join you than people who, you know, then sitting here spamming JR and J, you know, whatnot. But also I can ask my guild, hey, anyone wanna help me get into RNJ or roll with me? Yeah, but basically a big thing about getting into a guild is a lot of the people know each other already, and they're high level, and you know, it's kind of this little circle, and you're not going to be really in the circle anyways, so you're not really going to be in the circle until you are, you know, until you meet people. And the best way I found to do that is to say welcome back to everybody who gets in, congratulate people, and be like, hey, what's your name? You know, my name's Vasa, what's your name? Oh, that's awesome, man. Like, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. Because the more people you know, the more people that know you, the more likely you are to be able to sell your items later, first of all, get some help when you need it with bosses and stuff, and, I mean, definitely get some free items and stuff from people, because people are willing to help because they don't need the stuff. They have much better gear, and it's just stuff they kind of find along the way, and they'd either NPC it or toss it. And, you know, nobody's going to have a problem getting rid of 5-10 mil here. And, you know, so it's like, yeah, why not? And right now being questioned because I haven't met any of these people because I just got into the guild last night. So I'm just trying to make some friends right now. But yeah, so we're gonna probably leave this here, and we will pick up on the next video once I'm roughly level like 120 or so. Maybe 140, just once I'm getting some of this RNJ PQ stuff out of the way, or if anything interesting comes along the way. If you guys have any questions or anything, just hit me up either on here or on Reddit. My Reddit name is Artilius, Artillius. Yeah, so just hit me up wherever you can, and I'll definitely try to answer all your questions. If you have any specific questions, hit me up, and I will, you know, get back to you as soon as I can. And maybe I can address them in the next video or something, if you have any pressing questions for low-level stuff. Thanks!